Ever found yourself in a rush, grabbing the first thing you see, and then spending the next several hours of your life regretting every single wardrobe choice? We've all been there. It's that moment you realize your dream vacation outfit is actually a complete and utter travel nightmare. It's time we talk about it. Welcome, fellow adventurers, to the definitive guide on what not to wear when you're soaring through the skies. We're going beyond the obvious to uncover the hidden travel sins of your closet. And trust me, some of these might surprise you. So buckle up, because we're about to land on some serious style revelations. First up, let's talk about those super tight jeans. You know the ones. They look amazing in your mirror selfie, but after about an hour on a plane, they start to feel less like a fashion statement and more like a tourniquet. The issue isn't just about comfort, it's a matter of circulation. A study from the World Health Organization actually recommends against wearing tight clothing on long-haul flights because it can restrict blood flow and increase the risk of deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. That's a fancy way of saying blood clots. When you're sitting in one position for an extended period, the pressure from tight fabric can impede the natural flow of blood back to your heart. It's like putting a kink in a garden hose. The flow slows down, and over time, that can lead to problems. This isn't just a concern for those with pre-existing conditions. It can happen to anyone. So, while they might be your go-to for a night out, for a flight, they're a definite no-go. Opt instead for a loose-fitting pair of joggers, some wide-leg pants, or even a comfortable pair of leggings with a lot of stretch. Your legs will thank you, and you'll arrive feeling less like you just completed a leg day workout, and more like you're ready to start your vacation. Next, let's talk about fabrics. We're talking about anything that doesn't breathe. Synthetic materials like polyester, nylon, and certain types of spandex are excellent for athletic wear because they wick away sweat, but they also trap heat and moisture against your skin. Imagine being crammed into a tiny seat, surrounded by strangers, feeling a little sticky. The cabin air can be dry, but your body is still producing heat, and without a breathable fabric, that heat has nowhere to go. Plus, these fabrics can wrinkle like a crumpled-up receipt, leaving you looking less than fresh upon arrival. You might step off the plane looking like you've just been pulled from the bottom of your suitcase. Natural, breathable fabrics like cotton, linen, and modal are your best friends here. They allow air to circulate, keeping you cool and comfortable. They also tend to hold up better against wrinkles. Consider a lightweight cotton tee or a linen button-down. Not only will you feel better, but you'll also look more put together, even after a long flight. I know what you're thinking. Layering is the key to airport comfort. And you're not wrong, but there's a wrong way to do it. Wearing a dozen bulky layers, like a puffer jacket, a thick hoodie, and a heavy sweater, might seem like a good idea in a freezing terminal, but it becomes a hassle once you're on the plane. You'll be shedding layers like a snake, trying to stuff them into an already cramped overhead bin, or worse, your lap. The goal is to layer smart, not heavy. A light jacket or a cardigan over a t-shirt or tank top is the way to go. Think of a travel uniform. A comfortable base layer, a slightly warmer middle layer, and a light outer layer you can easily take off and put back on. A long-sleeved shirt, a thin merino wool sweater, and a packable windbreaker or denim jacket are a great combination. They are easy to roll up and store, and they adapt to changing temperatures, from a chilly airport terminal to a surprisingly warm cabin. And now for the shoes. We've all seen that person struggling with their complicated lace-up boots at security. You don't want to be that person. Heels and wedges are also a terrible idea. Not only can they be uncomfortable for a long day of walking through terminals, but in an emergency situation, you might be asked to remove them. Imagine trying to evacuate a plane in those stilettos. It's just not practical. The best option? Slip-on shoes, sneakers, or even some comfortable loafers. They're easy to take off and put on at security, and they'll keep your feet comfortable as you race to your gate. Your feet are your foundation, and a long day of travel puts a lot of pressure on them, so give them a break. If you absolutely must wear a more formal shoe, pack it in your carry-on and wear something comfortable for the flight. A good pair of sneakers is an investment in your travel comfort. Now, I know, you want to be as comfortable as possible, but let's draw a line between cozy and I just rolled out of bed. Wearing your favorite stained-up sweatpants and a t-shirt from high school might be tempting, but it doesn't exactly put you in the right mindset for your travel adventure. An airplane is a public space, and while you don't need to be in a three-piece suit, a little effort goes a long way. A slightly more put-together look, like a clean pair of joggers and a nice top, can make you feel more confident and ready for your trip. When you feel good about what you're wearing, you carry yourself differently. You're more likely to engage with the world around you, and you'll feel more prepared for whatever the travel day throws at you. So think of it as a uniform for a new day of adventure, not a uniform for a lazy Sunday on the couch. Ah, the pristine white outfit. It looks so chic on Instagram, but in the chaotic world of airports and airplanes, it's a disaster waiting to happen. You're a moving target for spilled coffee, dropped food, and who knows what else. A single smudge can ruin your entire look, and let's be honest, you're not going to be able to find a laundromat in the middle of a flight. So, unless you're a master of stain avoidance, maybe save the all-white ensemble for your destination. It's better to choose darker colors or patterns that can hide minor spills. A dark gray or black top, for example, is much more forgiving than a white one. You'll have one less thing to worry about, and you can focus on enjoying your journey, not on protecting your clothes from every potential hazard. Big, clunky, statement jewelry might look fabulous, but it's a magnet for trouble at the airport. You'll be taking off bracelets, necklaces, and rings at the security checkpoint, only to put them all back on again. It's a hassle and a time waster. Plus, imagine trying to sleep on a plane with a massive necklace digging into your neck. Stick to minimal, easy-to-remove pieces, or better yet, put your jewelry in your carry-on until you land. A simple watch and maybe a small ring are all you need. You want to get through security as quickly and as painlessly as possible, and a mountain of metal on your body is just going to slow you down. We need to talk about fragrance. Wearing a strong, overpowering perfume or cologne on a plane is a definite no-no. Remember, you're in a confined space with hundreds of other people. What smells good to you might trigger a headache or an allergic reaction in the person next to you. It's a small act of kindness to just skip the heavy fragrances until you get to your destination. The air in a plane cabin is recycled, and strong scents can linger. You don't want to be that person who makes the flight miserable for everyone around them. A light deodorant is all you need. Save the good stuff for your destination when you're out and about and can share your scent with the open air. This one is a big one. It's tempting to wear a tiny top or shorts, especially if you're traveling from a cold place to a warm one. But remember, planes can get incredibly cold. The cabin temperature is often kept low to prevent a buildup of bacteria. Plus, it's just not practical to be shivering for hours on end. And let's not forget about those germs. Those seats aren't cleaned as often as you think. A little more coverage can go a long way in both comfort and hygiene. A pair of full-length pants and a long-sleeved shirt will not only keep you warm, but will also provide a barrier between you and the seat. Plus, if you're traveling to a more conservative country, it's a good idea to already be dressed appropriately upon arrival. A hoodie seems like a no-brainer for a flight, right? It's cozy, it has a hood for privacy. But a heavy, fleecy hoodie can be a problem. They can be difficult to roll up and store, and they take up a lot of space. Plus, you'll be shedding it as soon as the plane gets warm, adding to your already piling layers. A better option? A light zip-up jacket that can be easily folded and put away. A fleece jacket or a light hoodie made of a thinner material is a good compromise. The goal is to have something you can easily take off and put back on without it becoming a huge hassle. This one is a little different, but it's an outfit choice nonetheless. Don't wear a massive, oversized backpack or purse as your personal item. It will just get in your way. You'll be trying to cram it under the seat in front of you, digging through it for your headphones, and generally just making a mess. A sleek, smaller bag with easy access to your essentials is a much better choice. Think of a tote bag that can fit your laptop and a few other small items, or a small backpack that you can easily slide under the seat. The less you have to dig for, the more relaxed your travel experience will be. This is an often overlooked travel mistake. We're talking about thongs or lacy, restrictive underwear. After hours of sitting, the last thing you want is something digging into you. Opt for comfortable, breathable cotton underwear. Think of it as a small luxury that makes a big difference. This isn't about being glamorous, it's about being comfortable. The right foundation can make all the difference in how you feel, especially when you're sitting in one place for a long time. So, do yourself a favor and choose comfort over fashion for your undergarments. And finally, a general piece of advice. Don't try to be too fashion-forward. An airport is not a runway, it's a functional space. The key is to be comfortable, practical, and a little bit stylish. A well-fitting pair of joggers, a comfortable top, and a light jacket can be both functional and fashionable. The goal is to arrive at your destination feeling refreshed, not restricted. A simple, comfortable outfit that you can move in, sit in, and even sleep in is the perfect choice. You don't need to sacrifice your personal style, but you should prioritize your comfort and ease of movement. So there you have it, 13 things you should probably leave in your closet the next time you head to the airport. Remember that a great travel outfit is one that makes your journey easier, not harder. So choose comfort, practicality, and breathability. Your future self and your fellow passengers will thank you. Now go on and have a fantastic trip.